Welcome to the podcast Selling Real Estate with Kelly Cook, where we will discuss the latest and most relevant business strategies to help you do one thing extremely well: sell more homes. We'll discuss everything from business planning to lead generation and conversion to past client customer service and everything in between. Join us for authentic conversations and nuts and bolts takeaways you can implement into your business today. And now, Selling Real Estate with Kelly Cook.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back for yet another episode of Selling Real Estate with Kelly Cook. And as always, Kelly is in the house. Kelly, how are you doing today?
What's up, everybody? How you doing, Elizabeth? Excited to be here. Excited to be here. It's quarter four. Holidays are on the corner. Can't stop working yet, but it's still exciting time.
This is my favorite time of the year. I feel like October really is like, people say the holidays are like Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever in that time. But for me, the holiday season starts in October. You got Halloween to look forward to. You're getting sweaters and that cozy, like everything just feels good about quarter four, I think.
Did you use the word cozy?
I did. Of course I did.
Oh my goodness. You sound like my wife. That's hilarious.
Yes. Fall is like every girl's dream world here. You get cozy candles, you know how it goes.
No, honestly, the best thing about October is sports, right? It's the best month of the year for sports.
I was going to mention that too. Football is in full swing at this point.
You're in conference. Yeah, you're playing meaningful games in college. You got the NFL going on, which is always meaningful. Then you got playoff baseball starting up today, I think, actually. So
hockey starts up really pretty soon too, I think.
Well, preseason hockey, preseason NBA. So it's like you got a little bit of everything. You're in October. It's fantastic.
Yes, absolutely. And you know what probably the best part of October is if you are a business owner?
Let me guess. Maybe business planning?
It's business planning.
Oh,
yes. It is your opportunity to sit down and plan out the next year that you have and set all your goals. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Not only is October cozy and fall and spooky and the start of, all things holiday, but it's also the time to really sit back and set your goals. We're not waiting until January.
No.
We're
much more smarter than that.
Yes. So Kelly, let's get into it. Why should you start business planning right now?
Yeah, guys. So I think that we'll touch on the why really quick. And the other part that I'm sure a lot of people want to know, is the how, right? Or, how do I do this? So the why part is pretty self-explanatory. So if you're new in real estate, obviously this is very important. You may not know the why. And that is because you have to start planning 3 months in advance, because everyone knows that's been in the business for a while, that your sales cycle in real estate is going to be on average 3 months from today. So any activity you do today will not really come to fruition, most likely for 3 months, right? Now, that could be a good thing or a bad thing, right? Because if you don't do anything today, if you're not doing the right activities, the right lead measures, maybe you don't know what your lead measures are, which is a whole nother problem, right? Then 3 months from now, your pipeline and your bank account is probably going to be pretty low, right? So if you want to change that, the good news is in real estate, you're in 100% control of that yourself, right? So a lot of people don't know where to begin or what to do. But we talk about football as sports here. So I'm going to give an analogy here, okay, with real estate.
We love football. Kelly's sports analogies in relation to real estate business. Honestly, it's the best.
There should be like a little music that goes off when it comes to sports analogies, right?
Now it's time for a Kelly sport analogy.
Right. And the famous sports analogy of Kelly. So yeah, we got to work on that, right? We got to come up with something. But I'm gonna make it or compare it, to football. So in real estate, right? If somebody closes 24 transactions a year, that's pretty good, right? That's pretty good. That is a successful year on most accounts for the vast majority of real estate agents in the country. However, last time I checked, there's more than 24 days or working days in a calendar year. Okay. And so does that mean every time you go home, you're done working for the day, if you didn't close an escrow, therefore you didn't get a check, is it a failure? No, it's absolutely not. but it can feel that way if you don't know how or if you won the day. So how do you know you won the day? Well, that goes back to business planning. You know how you won the day by hitting your daily number. Because again, in football, last time I checked, the fans, they cheer for other things besides just touchdowns. Now, I think we all could probably agree that the closings in real estate are equal to the touchdowns in a football game. The biggest thing, the most points you can score, right? The thing that people, for the most part, cheer the loudest for. However, last time I checked, in games, people still cheered pretty loudly for other things that happen within a game: a first down, a great catch, a big hit, a turnover,
stopped third down.
Yeah. Yes, all these things, right? Goal line stand, right? All these things that people still cheer for that are little wins that help you get the touchdowns. And if you get the most touchdowns, you win the game, right? So to know if you won the year, which is winning the game, you have to have enough touchdowns. You have to know if you won the quarter, and therefore you have to know you won the month, which are probably your first downs, right? And your weeks, which are your successful plays on maybe first down, put yourself in position to get a first down, right? And so on and so forth. So we should celebrate the first downs, the big catches, the goal line stands, right? Well, how do you do that in real estate? You do that if you know you won the day. Well, how do I win? How do I know if I won the day, Kelly? I mean, if I had an appointment, it depends. Depends what you and your coach decide are the main and most important metrics. Now, I would argue that you can't control necessarily someone's going to meet with you, right? You could have the best script, you could have the best personality, you could have the right message for the right moment. But if someone just is having a bad day you're talking to on the other line, they're not going to meet with you for that day. Now, maybe if you call them back tomorrow, they're a better day, and because it's still the right message for the moment, maybe then you'll book an appointment for the week out or whatever, right? But you can't force some of these things. But what you can control, no matter what, every single day, is if you create enough contacts for yourself, new contacts. You bump into enough people who don't already know you that you could hopefully service and help. That's what you can control. Now, you may service and help them at some point in the future. It may not be today because you can't always control that, but you control the activity to bring them into your world and therefore have some control over the message you send to them, and therefore have some control if you will have the ability to work for them in buying, selling, investing in real estate in the future, right? So I tell people all the time on our team, look, your daily number is what? Oh, I know it is. It's 18. Okay. You have to have 18 contacts a day. Yes, I do. Perfect. Did you get it? Yes or no? Black and white. No. Then if I were you, I'm the smartest guy in the room, but if I were you, I would probably stay and work longer until you hit that 18. You don't have to, because technically you don't have necessarily a boss, right? In real estate, you're your own boss. You can do whatever you want, whenever you want to do it. And that's why we all get into it, right? But people are really good at being their own boss. They're really terrible at holding themselves accountable, right? And actually doing the activity. So that being said, oh, that A word, man, that A word's tough too. No one likes that A word. Accountability. Oh, everyone cringes when they hear that, right? So yeah, nobody wants that. But really, actually, Elizabeth, you know, as talented people, they do. Talent wants accountability. They do. Because they understand they're human. They understand they're going to fall off the wagon from time to time. And they want somebody to put them back on the wagon because they have a goal and they're motivated to hit that goal, whatever it is. So we love talented people around here. So here's the deal. You need to find your daily number. Figure that out. Okay. And that way, if you hit your daily number and say it's only noon, technically you could go home or go to the pool or go on a hike or do whatever you want to do the rest of the day and feel good about it because you won your day. You just happened to win it by noon, not 5 or 6 or 8 p.m.
Hustled in the morning. Yeah.
Yeah. The morning's so powerful, right? For a lot of reasons. So now where do you begin? You begin by starting with these 7 metrics, right? These are the metrics that we believe in. You could go 8, but we like these 7. And you always start off with, what is the dollar amount? Now, it has to be a dollar amount for the purpose of being in a real estate sales position. This is your job. This is your career, right? So what's the dollar amount you want to hit? Okay. And you have to come up with that dollar amount. Now, here's the thing. It's okay to have 2 different dollar amounts. But if you do have two different dollar amounts, you need to have two different business plans. You really should. Okay. One of them is a stretch goal. Okay. That's the number you would love to hit. And if you hit it, oh my goodness, it's going to be an amazing year, blah, blah, blah. But the other one is your realistic goal, the one that you are sold out no matter what to hit, no matter what happens, no matter if the market's up, down, terrorist attack, no terrorist attack, high rates, no rates, low rates, whatever, right? You're sold out to do it. And if your number to get your sold out goal is 18 contacts a day, then that's what it is. End of story. No excuses. End of story. Now, the first thing you start with, like we talked about, is the number. What's the dollar amount you want to make a year? So you're going to make 50, 60, 100? What is it, right? So you put that down on top of your sheet and you work backwards, okay? The next metric is going to be the number of units you have to close in order to achieve that dollar amount. Now, therefore, you have to make some assumptions here, okay? And these assumptions are part of your business plan. Your assumptions are things like this, 3 assumptions. Average price point, okay? Average price point. Second assumption is going to be your average commission percentage. Third assumption is going to be your split that you take home. Now, it could be a split because you're on a team. So you have a broker and a team split. It could be just you're an individual agent, you're with a broker, but you have some sort of split. I don't care if it's a flat fee deal, where it's $350 a file or something, you still are paying
You have
that,
to account
right?
for that. Yeah.
You have to account for it. So you have to assume what those 3 things are going to be. Well, how do I know that if I'm brand new, Kelly? Great question. What I would do is I would take industry standards, okay? Industry standards. And ideally, you would create industry standards around, find out what they are for your marketplace, right? Right now in your marketplace, your city, what is the average price point? You can pull that. People tell you, Google tells you, right? Or MLS especially tells you, right?
Yeah.
And I had to go to MLS because that's probably more accurate, right? So what is the average commission rate? Oh, that actually can be found in MLS too. Weird, right? And then what's your split? You know what that is because you sign up with your broker or you sign up with your team. You have a good
You should
idea
know what that is.
You should. Yeah. If you don't, please call your team leader and ask because you need to know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you forgot for some reason, okay? So those 3 things. Now, based on those are probably hopefully very realistic assumptions. Now you can finish your calculations. So how many units, based upon those assumptions, do you have to close? 20, whatever it is, right? Okay, great. Now I got 20 units I need to close for the year. Buying and or selling sides, right? All right. That means the third thing down is going to be the amount of closings you have. Okay. Actually close of escrows. Okay. Closings is units. Sorry. It's the amount of listings you get signed up. Okay. People that agree to put pen to paper and say, I will use you to help me buy a house or sell my house. Okay. Listings signed. Okay. The fourth thing is the appointments held. Okay. The fifth thing are appointments set because people will cancel on you. You can help that, but you can't 100% control it, right? So you have to account for it. The sixth thing are what we call opportunities. Some people call them nurturers. Okay. These are people that you talk to that they don't want to buy or sell right now today, but they don't have an agent they love. And they think you're kind of cool. You got some rapport built with them. And so they say, keep in touch with me. Sure, that's fine. No problem. So then you put them in your database and you keep in touch with them over and over again based upon the time frame, right? And you should have a system for all that. The seventh thing are contacts. A contact is defined for us, Elizabeth, as anybody you talk to about real estate. So it could be the worst script in the world. You could call somebody up and say, hey, my name's Jimmy and I work for XYZ, Apple Real Estate. And I just want to know if you want to sell your house. Now, by the way, that is literally probably the worst script in the world. But they go,
very straightforward.
Yeah. You know what? No. And don't call me again, you loser. Click. Okay. That's a contact. Now, conversely, you call the same person and say, hey, this is Jimmy with Apple Real Estate. And you know what? And the guy goes, wait, hold on. You're with Apple Real Estate? You go, yeah, I love apples. What's your favorite kind? Oh, I like Red Delicious. Oh, really? I like Granny Smith. Right. And he was talking about apples for the next 5 minutes. And all of a sudden he goes, oh, you know what? My mom's calling me. I gotta go. And he hangs up on you. That does not count as a contact because you never asked about real estate at all in the conversation. Okay. So 18 times a day.
Very interesting conversation, but
yeah. By the way, I don't know where that came from. I've never used that example before. So that was just off the top of my head right there. Apples. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I got a red jersey behind me. So I guess red, I don't know. So squirrel. Anyways, so that would not count. So then I said there could be an eighth metric. There could be a few more actually, but the eighth metric would be, or could be, if you were big on phone prospecting, maybe how many dials you made to get those contacts. Now, the reason why we don't necessarily do the eighth metric with everybody is because some people will choose to do a different lead generation lever, right? Maybe they're just going to sit 5 open houses a week, or whatever. But whatever it is, you still have to achieve that 18 a day number. Otherwise, don't expect to get the result you want. And I tell you what, Elizabeth, it is astonishing. I'm literally astonishing how many people that call themselves realtors literally live on planet Mars, right? Like they get halfway through the year or a quarter of the way through or whatever, and they go, man, I'm so far behind. I said I'm going to make X amount of money, and I'm not even close. And as if it's a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting there to myself, hearing this, I'm going, yeah, like what's the point? Well, I just don't understand why how did I not make the money? Excuse me, I could tell you exactly why you didn't make the money, because you're like, you've done 20% of the contacts you said you would do by now to date, right? Like it's literally that simple. And by the way, that's not just real estate. That's any sales position, almost in any industry, right? But really real estate. And I think people get into real estate thinking this is going to be, I'm just going to make millions. Yeah, easy. I just got to get my license and boom, HGTV is going to call me. I'm going to have a millionaire real estate show, and it's all going to be the gravy train. Like it's bizarre. It's bizarre. But a lot of people do that. But the ones who are motivated, who understand they have a metric to hit per day, that's not sexy, but they actually hit it, and they hit it consistently. Like we're talking like 90% of the time, maybe even 85% of the time, not every day. No one's perfect. But you understand that that's a goal that you have to hit if you want the outcome you said you really do want. No better industry to be in than real estate. Business plan, guys. It's October. It's time. Start doing your deal right now. Set that goal. Make sure it's strong. Make sure it's high. Crush it in 2022.
Finish out the year strong. And then go into your next year, 2022, even stronger, right?
Oh. Man, there's nothing better when you already have, when it's December, it's Christmas, you're with your family, you're with your friends, your kids, whatever, and you're having a good old time singing Christmas carols, drinking eggnog, right? And it's the end of the year, and you had maybe a good year. And there is nothing better when the clock strikes midnight, and now it's December 26th, and you look up and you have several deals already under contract, scheduled to close in January. There's nothing better. There's nothing better. Right? Because you're like, perfect. Now I already got 2022 is already going. It's already kicked off. We're not there yet. I can actually enjoy my holiday time a little bit and know I got deals booked already that will close in January. And I have to worry about, oh crap, it's January 2nd and I got to start hustling. Well, yeah, and you want to do that too, because January 2nd, you want to make, got to, or even January 1st, hey, right? But when deals already booked because you worked your tail off in October, not December 3rd, right?
Yep.
There's just,
you can enjoy everything a little bit more when it comes to that time. So perfect. Well, guys, if you haven't started business planning, start thinking about it, start doing it now. Like I said, this is the most wonderful time of the year, and you should have that optimism while you're writing your business plan. And then, when January comes around, you want to set all those resolutions, just make the resolution to stick to the plan that you already wrote, right?
Done. There you go. That well said, by the way. Wow. Yeah. Make that resolution. That should be your number one resolution.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, we will be back next week, and we will have a new topic for you. If you have any questions about, how to write a business plan or what you should be doing right now, you can contact Kelly. Kelly, where can they reach you?
Yeah. Email or text or call on the cell 480-227-2028 or info@kellycookhomes.com.
And if in your business plan, you are, planning to start a team and you want to get that accomplished in 2022, go ahead and go over to buildyourrealestateteam.com so you can account for those modules and put those into your business plan as well, so that you can start off January, hitting all your goals and building your team as well, and learning from Kelly's mistakes because he's already done it.
Yeah, that's so true, by the way. Please learn from those. Please.
All right. See you, Kelly.
See you, Elizabeth. Thank you.
Welcome to the podcast Selling Real Estate with Kelly Cook, where we will discuss the latest and most relevant business strategies to help you do one thing extremely well: sell more homes. We'll discuss everything from business planning to lead generation and conversion to past client customer service and everything in between. Join us for authentic conversations and nuts and bolts takeaways you can implement into your business today. And now, Selling Real Estate with Kelly Cook.